Hello, 6th grade innovators. This is Mr. Chamberlain here. You've done all of your beginning tutorials on using Tinkercad. So you learned some basics like how to rotate the camera like this, how to take in shapes, change their sizes. This tutorial is the first thing that you're going to actually print this semester. It's a really small, quick, simple print, but it's going to prove that you understand a couple of the basics. So what I have here is a rectangle. And if you take a look, its dimensions are 90 long, 60 wide, and then 3 tall. All I did was I clicked and dragged a box. I decided the size I want it to be. I know a lot of people like to do this way and make the size, but it's actually really easy to click directly on it. And I can do 60 by 90, and then it does those dimensions. Even here, it's 20 tall, but I can change it to 3 tall. So just like that, it saves you a lot of steps than just kind of dragging it meticulously. Okay, anyway, so we have our shape. What our goal is to get a picture or a 3D picture of our state, Minnesota. And to make our outline of Minnesota, we're going to need to have a picture of Minnesota for reference. Now, I just Googled Minnesota outline and I got a picture that looks like this. This works just fine. You can find anything that shows an outline of Minnesota though to make this work. So the problem we're going to try to solve is how do we get this to look like this? Well, the key to doing this and to pretty much anything that you want to make on Tinkercad is to put holes somewhere. You already had a tutorial where it briefly talked about holes. This one here is meant to give you a little more control on it. So if I look at my Minnesota, it is kind of a box shape, right? If I go up and over and down, it kind of makes that same rectangle thing, except we have Wisconsin, which kind of cuts it out here. We have the Canadian border up here and the Dakotas, so it kind of cuts it out. So let me just give you a couple examples of how you're going to cut this out with holes. Let's start up here. Normally, it would be a straight line across at the top of this rectangle, but we have a little hunk missing. This almost looks like a rectangle type shape that's missing. So if I go on mine, I would want to cut out a shape kind of around here that's about a rectangle shape. Well, as you already know, you can turn any shape that you take into a hole, just like this. So let's say I want to make a piece taken out of my big rectangle. All I have to do is take a shape. In this case, I'm going to take a box. I'm going to make it a hole. I can click this. Sorry about that, I was just adjusting. So I can take any shape I want, in this case a box. This already might be open for you, this little panel. You can open or close it with the area, with a little arrow. So I have my box selected. I'm going to press hole, like you already know. So now this just means whenever I add this to something, it's going to make it disappear. It's a hole. There's nothing there. So for example, if I took that one and I grouped it together, see I clicked and dragged to select the whole thing. This is the group button. Now, see that hole is shown as a piece that's missing there. I can go back then if I don't like that. I can go right back to it and I can ungroup the entire thing. This is my ungroup button. So see now I've got them separated back up. I can take my whatever. So if I look back, here's my blank palette. Here's my Minnesota. There's a piece up here that looks like it's kind of cut out of there. So let me take my shape, put it about there. That kind of looks like that's about the same amount. Maybe a little less, maybe like that. And then I'll group the whole thing together. So I click and drag to select it, and I group it together. And now, there we go. Now I've got a little notch that's taken out, kind of like in the top of Minnesota here. If I look, continuing my way across, it looks like I've got kind of a chunk taken out of there too. So I'm going to try the same thing here now. I'm going to take a box. It doesn't have to be a box. It can be any shape. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit to make it easier for me to see. It looks like if I make this a hole now, this shape, now when I group it together, okay, now I have another piece missing. So look, I've got a chunk missing here and a chunk missing here. It looks like I have to make it missing and go all the way down here. So I might take maybe a cylinder, turn that into a hole, I'm going to leave that one there. Let me get rid of that one. Take my cylinder, turn it into a hole, and then maybe get it, I don't know, maybe a little bit more like this. It's going to be kind of your artistic choice. I just grouped it, and now I've got it with this piece. If you take a look here, I've got a hunk missing, and I've got another hunk missing, and it's kind of edging down. See, I've got a hunk missing, and it's kind of edging down. Now, of course, it's not perfect. On this side, it looks like a pretty much straight side, but I could add a little chunk into it there. So I could take a box, right? I could rotate it so that it's that little point, make it the same size, kind of like that. And if I group it again all together, now it looks like Minnesota with that little edge, that little part sticking out. What I'm going to ask you to do for this first print is to make Minnesota using no less than 10 holes or little shapes like this that you add in. If I were to count it right now, if I were to pick everything and ungroup it, it takes that out. If I take it all again and ungroup it, I can take out all the pieces and look what I worked with. So I already have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 things that I've done to it. If you look back, if I look back at mine, I can show you what I got after adding about 10 holes. This is what I was able to make after 10 or maybe 12 holes in here. Let's get it appearing, taking its sweet time. There we go. So I added a couple things. I took out a couple things. I used holes. I also added my initials to it. That's going to be the other expectation for this one. We'd like you to add your initials to it using a hole. So that's just as easy as we did before. If I want to add my initials, you've already probably seen this. You can take texts. I'm going to make it smaller so it'll actually fit on here. Maybe my Minnesota is done already. I can really easily change the text to whatever I want. So if my initials are EJC, I got them there. I make it a hole, and now I'm going to have a hole that's in the shape of EJC that's cut out of there. So if I go like that, and I group it all together, when it's lowered into there, we're going to see your initials. So once again, there it is. The expectation is to make it look like Minnesota, to use a series of holes. And remember, you won't see what the holes look like until you've grouped it together. In the case of the one that I finished here, if I ungroup the whole thing, if I go Control-Shift-G, look at all the pieces that I did just to start to get this in here, to make it look like that. So once you've made it, and you've got it the way you like it, then you're going to move on to the next part of the module and actually learn how to print it really quick. So good luck.